I am Melissa. I am on the Action Takers team with Davidson Realty here in St. Augustine, Florida. I wanted to share with you guys today a little bit about what buyers and sellers need to know about the appraisal gap. And if you are in the market for buying or selling, or maybe recently did a transaction with buying or selling, you have probably come across a situation with your appraisal, or maybe just even heard stories lately in this market about different appraisal stories, good and bad. So let's just start with economy 101. When supply is low and demand is high, prices are going to naturally rise, and that's what's happening today in the housing market. Home prices are appreciating at a near historic rate, and that is especially happening here locally in St. Johns County, which is in St. Augustine, and that is creating some challenges when it comes to the home appraisals. In the recent months, it's become increasingly common for appraisals to come in below what the contract price is on the house. And that is because recently we have observed buyers paying prices way above listing and higher because of all the low inventory. We have a lot of people coming from up north, and this is making the difference in the appraisal gap, because when buyers are paying those higher prices, the market cannot support that with the appraisals. So what is really going on with the appraisal gap? So basically, with the heightened buyer demand, purchasers are often willing to pay over that asking price to secure that home, because they don't want to miss out, and they know that with the way the market is, people are putting, there's 5 or 6 offers on a home, and it's very competitive today. So if you ever toured a house and you fall in love with it, you kind of understand that whole concept, and then you start to picture yourself in that home, and you start to visualize your furniture and your life in and around that home. And so what happens is you don't want to get beat out, so you're going to offer higher and hopes to win over the buyers and get the win. And then when the appraisal comes in, they look at things a little bit more objectively. They're there to assess the job, look at the inherent value of the home. So they're going to study the facts. They're going to look at everything from A to Z with that house. And also, it's very important to understand that the appraiser's job in the end is to remain unbiased, a third party, to truly tell the client what the home is worth in that market. And honestly, it really is there to protect you. And this is regardless of what decisions have been made in terms of the pricing. But in simple terms, while homeowners may be willing to pay more to get that dream house, appraisers are there to access the market and the value of that home and what it's been maybe over increasing in the last few years, not from that bid and that offer of, I really want this home, let me go above that. So the goal is to make sure the lender isn't loaning more money than the home is worth. That really can't happen, and it's, from the lender's perspective, a protection for them. And it's really, honestly, it's an objective so that it keeps out the emotion, and it's based on facts. And in this highly competitive market like today, having a discrepancy between the two numbers is so not unusual. And that's where I was saying in the beginning that you could be hearing a lot of stories, negative and good, to what is currently happening with the appraisal gaps. If the houses are appraising lower, then you have to go back and forth to figure out if the seller will lower to that price. If not, what's the consequences for these different things? But that's one great reason to have a real estate agent on your side. We're the ones who are going to advocate for the situations when these things come up. So we would love to work with you. I would love to work with you. And my name is Melissa, and I'm with the Action Takers team here at Davidson Realty in St. Augustine, Florida. If you are not local, we can definitely help you virtually. So also, I did want to continue on to what does this all mean for you specifically with this, the gap that's going on. So ultimately, knowing and knowledge is power. And the best thing you can do is kind of understand what's going on in the market and how the appraisal gaps may impact your transaction. If you're buying or selling, if you do encounter appraisal below your contract price, know that in today's market, in the seller's market, the most common approach is for the seller to ask the buyer to make up the difference in the price. But buyers, be prepared to bring extra money to the table if you really want the home. So above all else, lean on your agent, which I would be happy to help you. And I mean, whether you're buying or selling, your trusted agent, which I would love to be your agent, is your ally if you come up against an appraisal gap. I am your friend. I am here to help you. I am here to walk you through and explain these things in detail and to really just negotiate that final bottom line. So just basically, I would say stay informed, get an agent that's knowledgeable, that's willing to work with you to explain things, walk you through everything. And if you would like to know anything more, you can definitely contact me. You can call me at 904-330-4457. I am Melissa at the Action Takers team with Davidson Realty here in St. Augustine, Florida. I do real estate all over North Florida. And if you're from out of state, we can definitely do virtual tours. What the market is today, we have so many northerners coming down here, and we're quite familiar with how to do the virtual tours and work with everybody that is not local. I hope to hear from you soon, and I hope you found this video very informative. Thank you so much.